Camera recording, yes. Hey, what's up guys? Just figured I'd make a video about just life, like updates. Seeing as I forgot the password for the channel, so yeah. No, I'm joking, I just didn't care. Yeah, I'm just gonna just have a little chat. I'm not gonna bother editing this really, just gonna keep it like nice and raw. A few cuts if I make a mistake. Yeah, so where am I right now? Well, it's midnight and I'm in Canada, if you can see properly, like, ow. Well, it's not really Canada, but yeah. So, yeah, sorry about my hair as well. I just cut it, so I didn't style it before I did this. Yeah, I just figured, it's midnight, we'll have a little, just a chat about stuff, what's it like being here. So I moved to Canada in April. So it's been, what year is it? I mean, what month is it? It's August, so nearly April, June, July, August, September. Nearly 5 months in like next week. So I just want to talk about, what I've been doing for 5 months, all that, and try and not wake up my roommates because the walls here are very terrible and the door sucks. It's like broken. Like I had to put electrical tape on I don't know what it's called, the side bit of the door, because it kept like, it wasn't locking the door handle, like the actual thing that goes in the door, because it was too short, so I had to like pad it out. That's the worst explanation ever, but yeah. Yeah, what was I talking about? Doors or something? Anyway, yeah, so I'm not gonna project my voice that much, but yeah, so I moved to study audio engineering, which is something I wanted to do for a while. Like I didn't really realize I wanted to do it. Like I was kind of getting confused at how to do sound editing and like just how to make sound good, like this applies to everything I do, like my videos and everything. So I really wanted to just get into that and study for a year somewhere like brand new, somewhere fresh. So I just randomly like just went to the airport and just went there, like Gatwick or something. But no, I had to apply in like September, so I had to send I had to do, I can't remember what it's called. It's called like an IELTS test or something like that. It's like an English proficiency test. And I'm like, well, I'm fluent. Why do I have to do it? And they said, well, you have to do it to like prove you can speak English. And I was like, okay. So I had to pay like 200 quid for that. And spoilers, I did good because I'm fluent. It wasn't that hard. Actually, to be fair, it was quite hard. Like one of them. It's like, it's out of 9. Like 9 is the best. 5 is the threshold before you like don't get entered, or they like don't accept you. And one of them I got like 7.5. I think it was the reading one or something. Like I got so confused. It was a listening one. It was a listening one. Because I couldn't understand some of their accents. Like it was really, like a really thick. I can't remember what accent it was. It was some northern accent, but like I couldn't understand it. So yeah. But anyway, I got that. I did like a billion forms I had to fill in. This is just for immigration to get the visa thing. And then September, this is last year by the way, September, I submitted my thing, and then like literally, because they said like it'll take 3 months to approve the visa, so you have to do it quickly because your course that you want to do starts in May, so you need to get it before like at least April or something. And like I was like, okay, shit, I have to rush and do all this, all this planning. And then like they give it to me like a week. I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool. Now what was the point? Stressing me out like that. But yeah, I got it in a week. Booked my flight for April, and then I don't remember what day it was. Well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the flight was at like 6 a.m. at Heathrow, but I didn't want to spend like £90 for a hotel at the airport for the night before. So me and my mates went to this like this sort of graveyard area or like church area, and we just waited for a little bit and just relaxed for a bit. Like, it's not really a graveyard, it's like it's got these benches outside a church thing. We did that. This is at like 10 p.m. the night before. Then we went to Asda and bought like some sandwiches, like meal deals. And then we drove. I think we got bored, so we just drove to the airport. It took a while because Heathrow is like 5,000 kilometers away from London, even though it says London Heathrow. And then I got there like 1 a.m. So I had to wait like 7 hours for the flight. So what I did was I had my laptop, I just sat down on the ground and streamed like gaming or something at the airport. Called it like gaming stream at the airport. That was cool. And then, wow, I just reminded myself of the whole problem with the luggage. Like, that's a great story. Quality content right here. Sorry, it's midnight, I'm really tired as well. So checked in my luggage at the same time at 5 a.m. And you have to do it yourself, which is, I mean, obviously like it's pretty easy once you know what you're doing, but like this is the first time I realized I had to do it myself. So I had to go to this machine, print off a label, and then somehow like peel it off because it was really difficult to peel off. Why is my face behind I just realized the mic is like behind my face. Oh, well. So yeah, put on the luggage, checked in at the same time. Then, well, get on the flight. Flight was 7 hours or something, 8 hours. I land there, and then the whole process of immigration begins, where they like grill me for several hours or whatever it is. So like I go through passport control, I think, and she was like, "What is your purpose here?" I was like, "I'm a student." She goes, "Okay." I can't remember what else she asked. She asked me just like, "What's your name?" or something. I don't know. Passport. Give me a passport. I was like, "Okay, that was quick. Cool. Nice." I go through, and then this guy like points me, goes, "You have to go through here and through this door." I'm like, "Oh." So I walk through this door, and it's like a whole different section of the airport where like the immigration section or something. So I have to wait there. I walk in, and there's like all these seats, and I see like dozens of people sitting there, and apparently they're all the rejects. I have to go back home. Or there's a problem with it. Like I can see all these officers and stuff like grilling them, like really not shouting, but they were pissed off or something. I'm like, "Oh, this is me next." So I had all my documents, go up to the counter thing, and then this lady's like, "Hello, why are you here?" Well, no, she didn't say why are you here. She said, "What is your purpose for your visit?" I was like, "I'm a student. I got my initial acceptance on the visa thing." She goes, "But why specifically Toronto? Why did you choose Toronto, Canada?" And then my mind went blank, and I was like, "Oh no." And I said, Just love Canada, I don't know, or something. And she looked at me for like a second and looked down and went, okay. She goes, you got proof of being a student? Like acceptance letter? I was like, yes. Do you have a place you're staying? Residence? I'm like, yes. Do you know who your roommates are? And I was like, no. I'm going to meet them there when I get there. And she said, do you have financial proof? I'm like, yeah, here's 10 quid or something in my bank. After like 50 billion years, she finally said, well, okay, let me grab the letter for you. Goes and prints it off. I don't know what print it was, like an Epson something. Can't remember what it was, but she comes back like the paper's such good quality. Like I had it earlier. So you know that proper like thick paper that's like super like you just tell the ink is so high quality and stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's got all these like fancy things on the paper. And she says, oh yeah, she was speaking French, some of it, and I'm like, crap, I don't speak French. But anyway, she's like, welcome to Canada. I said, cheers mate, and then walked off like the other way. Walk out and I'm like, okay, cool, you know, it's 1 p.m. or something, all chill. I'm gonna meet the accommodation guy and he'll give me the keys. And I was like, okay, time to get my luggage. Go down to the luggage area, go to my bay, the section where I meant to go, and wait a few minutes. First one of them arrives. It's like these big suitcases, you know. They're like the proper, like just within the specs of the airline, you know, to fit as much as I can. So that one comes out, I grab it, and then I'm like, well, I've got an identical second one because I paid for it, like £80 for another bit of luggage. And then it wasn't coming. Just wasn't coming out. I was waiting there for like 15 minutes. All these different luggages were coming out, but mine wasn't coming out. Got kind of anxious, kind of scared. It's like, well, that's great. Keep walking around the carousel for a little bit. It's still not there. It's not coming out. There's another guy there waiting. I'm like, hey man, you waiting for the flight from London? He goes, yeah, my luggage is not here. And then his one fucking came, and he walked off. I was like, all right, bye, thanks. And I was literally the only one there waiting for my luggage, the only one on the flight whose luggage didn't arrive. And I was walking to every carousel, every lost and found, you know, where they dump some luggages somewhere, like in the corner, trying to look for mine for at least 30 minutes. I'm like, well, obviously this happens, you know, life. And everything was in there, like everything, my clothes, my MIDI keyboard, this music making tool, my other keyboard, my headphones, my microphone, my mouse, my jacket, my sun cream, my Gillette razor, I think I had a list somewhere, I don't know, but I had to write a list down anyway. All my stuff was in there. All the stuff I didn't care about was in the one I got with me, obviously. You know, like a souvenir boat or something like this. Like, that was fine. Everything I needed to start my course, you know, my laptop charger as well, that was in there as well. Everything, pretty much. My entire wardrobe. All my USB cables, every single cable that I need for things. Luckily I didn't I was gonna put my PC parts in there because I was thinking about it, but I decided to ship it separately, which is a good idea. So I'm like, where's my luggage? Go to the, what's it called? Lost and Found. Ladies there. Some other guy who's really rude, doesn't care about your lost luggage. I said, yeah, my luggage is missing. She goes, what's the luggage tag number? Like, I don't know, it's missing. I mean, here's the tag number of the other one. Maybe it's the same, I don't know. Somehow I think I managed to give her the number. I don't know what it was, but she types on her computer and she says, yeah, it's still in London. I'm like, what do you mean it's still in London? Like, I wasn't angry at that person, but I'm just like confused. Like, I checked it in at the same time. How's it still there in London? She goes, I don't know, you just have to fill in this form and we'll send it to you tomorrow. I was like, okay, fine. Guess I'll have to wait in my apartment for it to arrive. I'm sure it will arrive soon. Do that. Then they give you a letter to give to the security guard at the end of the carousel, because apparently you need to, in Canada, I think you need to like show them something to prove your luggage is yours, which is kind of a good idea, I guess. But I just showed him like the thing that said I'm missing something, and he goes, oh, okay. Come out the terminal. It's immediately raining. Wait for my Uber, and I get charged like $50 for like a 10-minute drive, because why not? Anyway, I arrive at this place. Just try and settle in, it's all good. The room's nice. The view's quite cool. I like the view. It's like, quite high up. The lake you can see is kind of like 5-10 kilometers away over there, but Anyway, I had a month to like settle in. Obviously I had no luggage, nothing to settle in with. So I had to buy a lot of things to live off for like a month. So basically I had to wait a month for my luggage. So yeah, I'm waiting for my luggage the next day. It's not there. And there's no reply, like no email reply, anything. I get the luggage 1 month later, and it's damaged. I go downstairs to the lobby. This guy brings it from the back of a white van. Like, I don't know what this guy is driving. It wasn't like UPS or anything. And it's got 3 wheels. It's missing a wheel somehow. He's just like, he gives it to me, and the 3rd wheel is missing, the last wheel on it. And I didn't even have a chance to say like what the hell, but he just walked off. Anyway, I go into my room. I get the keys out to open the padlock, and the padlock's missing, so it's been opened, broken into or something. I open it up, everything has been taken out and thrown back in, like carelessly. My keyboard, like things were zipped up, things were like strapped down, they were just like dumped in there and then put on a flight, and like whatever the hell happened, like I'm surprised it's still working, because like everything was everywhere. All like broken, not broken, but kind of carelessly thrown back in. And yeah. But anyway, apart from all that, I've been doing my course now for 4 months, and yeah, it's going really good. This course finishes in a year or so, and it's very like, it's half practical, half theory. It's very hands-on approach. Like you're using these like £100,000 consoles, like mixing consoles, and you have to learn every button and every sort of feature to like properly use it. And you learn all these like mixing techniques, all these sound editing techniques, which is really cool because I didn't know how to do that. So if you notice the sound being good in my videos, that's why. But yeah, it's been really nice here. Like it's a lot quieter than London. It's just very, I don't know, it feels like a large town, kind of. Like, that's weird to say because it's a big city, but it doesn't feel busy. Like, I'm downtown every day, there's no one there, pretty much. Even in the tourist areas, there's like barely anyone there. Which is great, you know, there's people to like get in your way and stuff, but there's only like 2 million people here. London's like 10 or at least 11 by now. But yeah, city's cool. Everything's expensive as hell. Like cheese, like a 200 grams of cheese is like $7 for some reason. Don't know why. Everything here is so expensive. Like bread is like, I mean, yeah, there's a conversion rate thing, but like a small thing of cheese was like $10, which is like, I don't know what it is in pounds, £7 or £6 for like that much. It was like the basic cheese. It depends where you go, really. You go to the dollar store, yeah, everything's quite cool. Yeah, so. But then you have to travel all the way downtown to go there. So. The TTC is really cool. That's the subway metro thingy in the city. Everyone's very quiet usually. I say usually because there's always some weird person on the train, like shouting or doing weird things, you know. Usually it's okay. It's very quiet. It's very big, spacious. Well, I take the one line. I don't take the other one. Didn't really like that one actually. There's only 4 in the whole city anyway. That's cool. You have a Presto card. It's like an Oyster card, but it's just called Presto. I've got it here. It's, Presto. It's pretty good. I mean, the app sucks though. Like Christ, that's the worst app I've ever used. You have to like reload your card on the app, like manually. I mean, you can do the auto load feature, but you have to like get your phone and like put it behind it, so like the NFC works or something. And it doesn't update the screen until you manually do it again. It takes like 10 hours for the balance to update. So apart from that, it's pretty good. Went to Niagara Falls. When did I go? Last Friday, I think. You have to take a GO train. It's called a GO train. It's really confusing, the payment thing. Like, I didn't realize, like, at the station, at Union Station, you have to pay there, the machines. Like, there's a reader everywhere. There's actually nothing on the platform or on the train. There's no train barriers or like ticket barriers. You just go in, go upstairs, get on the train. So obviously no one pays, because like, why would they? Unless there's a inspector on the train, which you don't know when that person's going to be on there, so you have to kind of take a chance. But I didn't want to do that because the fine is like $300, so I just paid for it. That was like 3-hour train. No, 3-hour, 1-hour train, 1-hour bus. So I didn't do any videos of it really. Like, the problem is the rent is so bad here, where I'm staying. Like, I have to sell my GoPro probably soon, because I just, you know, I'm not using it. So I have to sell most of my things. I have to sell my PC eventually. Probably next year, early next year, I'll sell it, because it's more expensive to like ship it over again. It cost me like $300 just to get the customs fees for bringing it here. And I want to upgrade it anyway soon because it's quite old. I mean, it's not that old, but 16 core CPU's not that good, to be honest. I need a better one. No, it's okay. It's just the only crap thing on it is I mean, the RAM's DDR4. I don't know if that's worth upgrading, but the RAM's fine. The SSD is pretty good. GPU 3090, I mean, that's fine, but may as well get the 4090. Like, I had to sell, because I had two 3090s, I had to sell the first one before I moved here just to get a bit of money for like rent. So that was gone. 4090 is, I don't know how much it is, but anyway. Yeah, sell that. Sell this monitor. I had to buy a widescreen monitor, ultra wide, because I couldn't fit two other ones on this desk. It's quite small. And yeah, I'm just focusing on my music, focusing on making albums, pretty much, studying, hiking places like the beach, the islands. Yeah, just enjoy my life. My eye is swollen again, because why not? Which one is it? That one. Apologies for the eye. Get these weird, I can't remember what they're called, chalazions every few weeks. What else is there to talk about? The winters here are very brutal, apparently, so I'm very not prepared for that. Like minus 20 degrees, blizzards and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be great. But I prefer it to summer though. I just don't like. It's so hot now. It's midnight and it's like 24 degrees in my room. Why is that? I've got a fan there, but I'm recording, so. Yeah, the course is good. We're learning about, I'll talk about the subjects we've been learning. I've just got a list here. We've got basics and history of MIDI. We've got MIDI controller notes. We've got intro to music theory. We're doing all this music. Whoa. Music theory. We're doing audio for visuals, binaural sound, sound design terms, concepts, dialogue editing, introduction to digital audio, codecs. Oh yeah, we had an exam for like literally PC parts, motherboards, and PC components, and I was like, I don't even have to study for this. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm ready for this exam. Like, one of the questions was, what was it? It was like a motherboard. It was just like, what is a motherboard? What is RAM? What does RAM stand for? I was like, I still got one wrong though. Obviously, I don't know what it was, but I got one wrong. I think it was, oh yeah, I misread a question. That's not good. Don't do that. It was like, RAM is virtual software memory or something. And I just skipped over the software bit. I was like, oh yeah, it's memory. That's fine. No, it's hardware memory. It's physical hardware. It's like a stick of RAM. But obviously, I was so full of myself. I was like, yeah, I know this. Fine. Don't just. Yeah, it's good advice. Just read the question. Anyway, that was cool. So yeah, that was the first term. Each term is 3 months long. I'm on the second term now. We just had a break, so we're halfway through this one. The first term, I got the highest mark in the class, which is cool. That's cool. studying helps. But there's only like 10 people in my class, so it's not that like a lot of people. But yeah, I was really happy with that. So, just because I organize all my notes on OneNote, every class has a different folder. I've got every like week 1 to 7 or whatever. Everything's highlighted, like all the keywords I need to know are highlighted in green. I've got like bullet points, it's all laid out neatly. Everything can be like searched up straight away before an exam. It's just really easy to just go over my notes. I don't know why people like don't write notes in general. They just like, I don't know, they just sit there in class and don't write anything down, and then they complain they don't know like something, but I don't know. But I'm surprised some people are really good in the class and they write notes handwritten, so they just like literally have a notebook like with just text everywhere. There's no like search function really, is there? They still manage to do really good, so yeah, I just like doing mine digitally. Let me think. Yeah, and the class is very mixed, like in ages. It ranges from like 18 to 30-ish. There was a guy that was like 60, but he left after the first few weeks for some reason. Don't know why. He was in there. But yeah, it's cool. There aren't that many people, so it's more like closed community. Teachers can like teach you one-to-one sort of thing. And all the teachers are ex-students, so they know like their way around everything there, which is cool. Software wise, we're using Pro Tools, which is actually kind of good. I used to hate Pro Tools, but now it's okay. I can use it now. I'm not scared of using it. We use a bit of Ableton. We use Cubase, which I just don't like Cubase really. It's just like it's okay. I just don't like it. Like maybe it's the UI or something, or just the how to do things takes ages. But I don't know. I can use it anyway. But yeah, Cubase, Ableton, Pro Tools. We're learning DJing as well, like how to use Serato or something. So yes, last week we were like DJing and stuff. So that was cool. Sorry, I keep saying I can't talk. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. What else is there to talk about? Luggage, school, Canada, prices of food. Rent. Yeah, rent is... I mean, it's a meme in my videos, but it's true. Like, oh my days. The rent for this room is not that big. It really isn't. Like, it looks okay, but there's not much walking space. Like, from there is like a wall right there. So, apart from a nice view, and when I moved here, I brought my iFixit toolkit because I knew things would be broken, obviously. So as soon as I walk in, there's no light bulb in the room. I haven't had a light bulb in my room for 5 months. I have no light in my room. I have to use the Elgato key light for my light. There's no light in my room. There's a hole for the light bulb, but there's no light bulb. And then I go to the power socket behind my bed. It's loose. Like Walter White in Series 5 Breaking Bad, he's like unscrewing the power thing. It's like that. Except instead of ricin, there's electrical power and stuff. So I got my my iFixit toolkit and screwed it back, and that was fine. But you know, they couldn't be bothered to do that. That power socket there doesn't work. One of the plugs is broken for the TV, but I don't really use it, so you know, I can show you the TV. It's broken right there. Oops, sorry, there's my bags of things. Yeah, so that's broken. The desk is wobbly. I had to buy some pads for it. The window's broken, it doesn't open properly. I've put these Japanese posters I got from Nottingham? No, Leicester. Went to a museum in Leicester and got that. I got a world map here, except it's from the 1850s. I didn't realise, because I was like looking at it going, oh cool, I can like see where I am in the world. And then I was like, oh wait, it says Soviet Union and Dominion of Canada. Wait, oh, it's 1853. Okay, got the wrong map, but still kind of accurate anyway. Still shows where the countries are. Like the tectonic plates aren't going to move that quickly, are they? So anyway, so yeah, I'm not editing this. This is really raw. I don't know what I'm saying. So it's midnight. But yeah, this channel is kind of dead, obviously, but I mean, I didn't really know what to do with this one anyway. It was meant to be like a second channel for everything, but it's obviously not working. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. At the moment, well, I can't record like walking videos because now I have to sell my GoPro for rent, which is great. So maybe next year I'll get it back, a new one. Yeah, that's about it.